No, it's not a Hainan League. Actually, it's not a league at all. It's a Hainan Master Spring Invitational. My name is Nomad. Joining me is Mofaro as we are joined by Viking and Team Moriarty in the EU closed qualifiers for this event. Mofaro, my good fellow casting partner for life, what have you been up to in between these games? We had a substantial break. He might have passed away. Might have been a bit too long, and my phone may have.
Oh,
you did.
I was like blaming you. I was like, I didn't sign up for casting for life with you.
No, it was in the first contract you signed. You might not have noticed it in the small print. That's what I do to everyone.
Ah, makes sense. Okay. So I got to watch both these teams yesterday, and I have to say, I think Viking probably look like they're the better of the two. But Team Moriarty absolutely destroyed Chicken Fighters in one of the games, like just outplaying them. So it's definitely not out of it. I think Chicken Fighters kind of threw a lot in their series yesterday. But...
Okay, right. But they still came out with a victory in the end. They threw in one game, but they held the series together.
Well, in game 3 they had a 25k lead and they almost lost.
Ooh.
It was 25k lead like 30 minutes as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I think Moriarty have something decent in them.
10 seconds.
Oh, look, we have Flash playing for Team Moriarty, but he has Viking as his tag.
Ooh, spicy. Ex-team member coming up for revenge.
And he's drafting as well, which makes it extra spicy.
Yeah, he knows what you're going to do. He's seen inside the mind of Solari. A horrible place, I'm sure. Addled by years of drugs abuse. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what Solari. I don't know anything about Solari. That was a very salacious claim to make about someone.
He's a really nice guy, to be fair.
Oh.
I like him a lot. Yeah. He's a good Wisp player as well.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's him going to be playing, yeah. He really likes his Chen too, which is why it's been banned out first phase, which we don't always see.
Yeah.
And they played a lot of Mag yesterday as well, so that's been banned out. You know, I was thinking, do they want to pick Omni Knight this early when they only see the Wisp? They go for it, especially when like Abaddon's still in the pool as well.
Radiant team back.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of chocolate milk.
I don't want to cast with you anymore.
Oh, that's mean. I had tea game 1, water game 2, and now for game 3 today I've got chocolate milk. So
the next series is it? Do we go on to the alcoholic thing? So what's the step
LSD?
Up? LSD, right? Okay. That's quite intense.
Yeah, we'll see how it affects my casting. I think, the tea cast was obviously very chill. Then water, kind of getting into the swing of it. And now we're kind of getting a bit more fruity with the chocolate milk. And then, yeah, with the LSD, I'm not sure casting will be possible. I might try to eat the microphone or something, but...
Dire team back.
I think you have to ban Batrider here, by the way. Or like... They need some kind of setup for a relocate, right? I know they have Disruptor Omni, so it sounds really weird. But...
Sounds awful.
I think Batrider's still just a really good hero at the moment.
No, you're wrong. They want to pick... I mean, Tree would have been great for them, but they banned it out. We're actually getting through the first phase as well, which is quite unusual.
I think they need something with a little bit more catch, though, than a...
Yeah.
I mean, Tree's okay, but...
Well, let's look what Team Moriarty want to pick first, because they're the team with the pick leading into the second phase. I think I mean, it's really hard to say from this point, but either they want to pick up their 4, or maybe they start like taking some strong carries.
I think you see the tiny eye, right? So you know what they're going to be doing. You know they're going to be wanting to group up relatively early, most likely. Yeah, I like the Beastmaster bat. It's really good, and it works with the tree as well. And just grouping up, making things happen.
Yeah, that was strong lockdown.
I'm trying to think of a core matchup which they would like against the tiny. I mean, like something like SF is still in the pool, TA is still in the pool. They could Drow still in the pool as well, but I don't know how much I like that.
Pugner?
Pugner's pretty dead hero at the moment, I think.
But Exantic.
Oh.
I've got Exantic.
He played Razor yesterday, which he played really well. That was the game that they won. He was massively farmed. He did a really good job. It was laning up against the TA, I think. So obviously, good matchup as well. Maybe they could pick something like a Batrider for themselves as well. Actually, would be okay. I think they just need something that's a little bit mobile that offers wave clear.
Radiant team.
Well, they could pick something like a Tusk as well, might be okay. Oh, wow, they're playing Disruptor 4. Interesting. I don't mind this Lich pick, though. Like, when you know Tiny's going to be wanting to build towards that physical damage kind of build, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this Lich Disruptor support combo, though. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, individually they look quite good, but yeah, the combo, it's a little bit weak, but you do have really strong response to this Tiny IO. Of course, you can shield up whoever they go upon, and then you can bounce around that Chain Frost in between them both, forcing them to split apart. And IO and Tiny are very passionate lovers and do not want to be far apart from each other. The Icy Lich Man, with the jealous rage, comes and splits them in two. It also does something can glimpse one back as well, which is always funny if you grab the Wisp and then Tiny's just like, uh-oh.
Or Wisp tethers someone and then you heal the Wisp so that they're both getting healed.
Yeah, true. That's pretty big news.
That's massive. Amazing. I love trying to find like really stupid things to work with the heroes they've picked. Just things that are never going to happen.
Yeah. Well, there's your Razor coming out, so Xantic Razor going to be making a return in today's matches as well.
And the thing I like about this as well is that it can play safe and mid. So, depending on what cores get picked up here by Viking, Razor should be good against one of them, at least.
Yep, and a hero which really doesn't mind being relocated upon because you can just get that link off and survive a long time. I don't know, the Storm versus the Razor. I feel like that's a really challenging matchup.
I mean, the lane's horrendous. If you think about the game overall, they need a hero that can jump onto this Disruptor and Lich in the backlines, and they don't really have that at the moment.
But Boom's playing mid, isn't he? Aramis carry?
Yes, yeah. No, Shad's the carry.
Oh, Shad the carry player.
10 seconds remaining.
Toby's the offlane.
Oh, it's Aramis 4 then?
I think Aramis is the 4, yeah.
5
Oh, okay.
seconds
Got that
remaining.
mixed up. For some reason I thought it was a core player.
See, Batrider, I told you, dude.
Yeah, you're on it today. You seem to know your biscuits.
What do you mean today? That's a bit rude as well.
Let's
You
be
understand
honest.
I'm always on it.
Let's just be honest.
What
Come
do
on.
you, but they need some like hard hitting like win condition hero on Moriarty.
10 seconds
They
remaining.
could go for like something like the Drow themselves if they want and try and play this early tempo with the
5
Gust
seconds
threatening the
remaining.
Storm, possibly. I don't know how much I like it though.
It kind of sucks when you've got so much jump.
What do you pick as your like win condition here? Like an AM might be okay, but it's really slow.
It's too slow. Yeah, I think they'd be all over you if you did that. They just need something like Lifestealer or something which can play the tempo. Would be ideal, I think.
I don't know if it's a good Lifestealer game though.
I think it is. You always like playing against Tiny as Lifestealer because she's got this big fat dude who thinks he's God in the middle of the fight, which you can just take health from and deal tons of damage to.
Yeah, but Tiny has really high armor, and they have the heal from the Wyvern. Like, they have this really mobile hero in the Storm. Wisp isn't that easy to kill.
True. You want someone who can get the backlines, really.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking something
Well,
like the
Sven.
AM. Sven's. It's the same thing though. It's like high armor. Like they have a Wyvern,
Yeah, just get
BKB
an
pierce.
axe and kill the IO every fight.
Yeah. I think you want something a little bit more mobile though.
Monkey?
Radiant
Monkey
team
hates playing against all this flying
Yeah,
vision.
no, they banned that
Dire
AM.
team pick.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Viking really feeling aggressive here. This is a lineup which wants to run at you, get in your backlines, destroy you, destroy your wife, destroy your kids, burn down your village. That's what Vikings do.
I honestly don't know what Moriarty pick here. I'm kind of
10 seconds remaining.
maybe like Slark. Well, Slark's banned.
5 seconds.
Or like a CK
remaining.
maybe. Void.
Ooh, I like Void. I like Void a lot.
But then you're playing into Wyvern. It's like it's not easy.
It's not easy, Mofar. If drafting was easy, then we'd all be TI winners. Or something.
I think they're gonna go Drought. That's my guess. What about Ursa? That sounds fun.
Do an Ursa impression.
What's say hello, I'm a bear.
Nice. I really like the effort and character you put into that one.
Choose
Oh.
your
Oh, okay. They're just going Huskar. It's gonna burn them. You want to run at us? No, no. We want to run at you.
They're playing Razor safe lane as
Yeah,
well, so the
Razor's
Huskar's
great.
going to be mid against the Storm.
Whew. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, like, you've got nothing to put against this Huskar. You've got nothing to put in the safe lane versus the Razor. This is just one lane from Team Moriarty, right?
Imagine
what
being
you
the
do.
Storm player and being like, okay, well, my lane against Razor is going to be awful, but at least I can get something in the early levels, and then go to the jungle. And now he's like, well, now I can't even lane. This is even worse. Like,
Guess I get to just watch him farm. That's gonna be fun.
How exciting. I mean,
Right.
they have the Heavenly Grace to buff up the Huskar as well, which is quite nice, and the Frost Shield as well. Like, they just need to be able to get the first Roche, play this tempo game, and just be able to go high ground relatively early on. But I just feel like Vikings should just be able to split the map up enough, keep the game extended on, where the Storm and the Tiny kind of just carry the game. But I like
Tide
both
carries
teams'
the game and
drafts.
Storm kind of waits to try and get some kills under his belt. I'm fairly sure he wants to bring a deck chair to this middle lane just so that he can sit down and watch the Huskar from the high ground.
I think Moriarty. I would prefer to play Moriarty's draft. I think
Oh yeah.
I can see what they both want to do, so that's nice. Sometimes like last series, there was that first game where I was like, oh, I don't think this is going to go very well. But yeah, at least we've got an interesting draft on our hands.
I'm thinking about riding Centaur, and it makes me come up with the kind of, how Lifestealer has the Ags where he gets inside someone, and
Yeah.
like they go fast and everything. Oh no, it's not even an Ag. It's just a spell. Why don't they introduce a horse hero who you can mount and then ride around the battlefield, and then basically like have that Lifestealer thing, but as a hero.
Does that mean if the mount dies, then the person on top would have to die as well?
They'd fall over and get stunned.
Like Monkey King off a tree?
Yeah, exactly. If your mount dies
Right,
and you
okay.
fall over, you get stunned. And you're very sad as well because your trusted companion dies. Screw it, just redesign Io. Make him into an ethereal horse, which you can
That's
ride.
so
That'd be
good.
way better.
But then what happens if the Centaur gets on the...
Oh god, we start stacking. Yeah, if a hero like Centaur or Enchantress gets on, then you can stack another hero on top. until you get the horse, then you get Centaur on top, then you get Enchantress on top of him, and then you get a stack of Meepos going up into the sky.
I
Just
didn't
wobble
realise we
along.
were turning into Transformers. This is
Yeah.
interesting. Nice.
No, it's more like Power Rangers, What's it called? The Megazord, when they all form up with each other.
Oh, I
Anyway,
don't know.
Toby's getting whipped, and he is loving it. No, he's not. He's had to pop a salve. It sucks for him.
Oh, he has 2 salves though. I think that was the Wyvern salve actually.
Did he get his return aura, though?
Yeah, he did. He got 10 stacks or so.
Oh, that's so worth it.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
I think the attacks in the link count as attacks for the thing, by the way.
Looks like it. I mean, you wouldn't have been attacked 9 times just by ledge. That would be...
You might have done.
I mean, no. No, he
Dude,
didn't.
that's so triggering. It looks like Viking got 3 runes, but one of them's on the die.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be so annoying. Oh, this is going to be so annoying, actually. Someone's tagged up as the wrong team. I'm not keen for this. Centaur's immediately taking more damage up again on that top lane, by the way. He just came straight back in and started getting whipped again. This race is feeling real kinky. Hey, big boy. Whoosh. Toby's like, oh, no, please, I'm not into it. They need a safe word.
This Lich is just absolutely dominating this lane already. Though.
Yeah, Solari's actually in some trouble here. He's got an Ice Blast, but he's just going to get finished off. That's really, really boring death in the top lane. He literally just got ran down by Solari. But, cool for them. So it's Xantic versus Boom in this mid lane. And Xantic starting for the Burning Spears and starting to set the Storm on fire.
Yeah, you have to kind of wait till you're level 2 though before you can really start to pressure on the Huskar. Just get that kind of like regen so that when you get low, you at least have that going for you. What does it give? It gives what was it? Regen, and it gives, I think it was damage. Was attack speed or damage? I think it's attack speed.
I'll trust you on that one.
I'm really not a Huskar player. I hate that hero so much.
No, I generally lose too quickly to look at his moves when I'm playing against him, so...
The Storm's farming pretty well so far, though, honestly. He's doing a really
absolutely
good job.
fine, isn't he? He's doing absolutely fine. I'm very surprised by that as well, because Aramis is a very, Atlantic is a very aggressive mid player, but he's just letting him chill. Just letting him chill. Shad and Aramis down at bottom, gonna go for the overcharge here, but they're trying to get the damage off onto the Wisp, but unfortunately the heal doesn't quite connect, but Aramis might still be going down all the same, trying to heal himself up, but Shad trying to do the damage from behind. Meanwhile, Solari goes down on the top lane, and Aramis will drop down below, and Shad will not be able to finish off Sailor. Sailor just runs to safety and gets that salve off. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, both Khan and Toby end up dropping. The supports come back.
The Razor? How was the Razor died?
I don't know. Things have happened.
Let's theorycraft what would have happened just there. I think
Razor's got too into it, just whipping Toby and didn't stop. Got under the tower and was like, yeah, take it, horsey boy, and unfortunately ended up giving his life. Happens to the best.
You have some. I think you have some really weird dreams.
You'll be right.
Okay. Boom has to go back to the jungle.
Yeah, but he's level 4. Like, he's absolutely fine jungling a level 4. Like, that's not an issue for a Storm, I don't think.
Yeah, but it does mean that he's going to be getting less gold, though, right?
Yeah.
And because he's going to have to be spending gold on regen as well. I think the active runes are very important if the Storm goes for a bottle as well. So look to see if some of the supports from either team look to try and make a rotation to secure them.
Ooh, Sailor getting so low there, but is actually able to just about escape once again on a slither of HP. Say what?
Titan sliver of HP.
Titan sliver of HP. What, 16
Dire's
HP?
top tower is
Yeah,
under attack.
every time. Toby's doing pretty well though up here, to be fair, considering the lane that he's in. He's level 4 already. He's having a pretty good time. This could be so much worse for him. But yeah, I mean the mid lane's the one where it's going to be the biggest net worth disparity. Like, yeah, Storm has more CS, but it's all neutral creeps.
Yeah, it's a dirty lying last hit graph.
I don't know if you saw though, he has a regen rune bottled on the Storm, so his jungle is actually really efficient now. Because he can just get to really low mana and carry on popping it while he's regenning.
Yep, yeah, keep on spamming out spells whilst he's regenning up. It's big news. It's been very pleasant for him.
Regeneration.
And Solari's coming close to the mid lane. He just fancies himself some XP. He's a greedy boy. They're on the bot. They keep on fighting in this bottom lane. It feels like both teams seem to believe they have an advantage, but nobody seems to be coming out really on top. Maybe it's going a little bit better for the Dire here. That'd be Team Moriarty.
Dire's courier
The Omni doesn't have a huge amount of CS. He has 12 in 5 minutes, so I'm pretty sure the Tiny's doing fine down here. They got a kill as well. Like, he's doing pretty well.
Toby on
Flash
top of
hits the roof.
Flash. Yeah, he's only got 4 retaliate stacks. So not doing like a ridiculous amount of damage, but might still finish the job here. Toby keeps on chasing, and Flash is a fraction slower. That's a double edge, but doesn't seem like he can quite finish the job. And now Flash turns around. Might be his turn. He's actually going to boost up a creep with that Frost Shield, and that creep will come out ahead, slowing down Toby. Stay away, Flash. Oh, it's going to be close, but in comes Solari. But it doesn't matter. Flash has got the kill all the same, and it looks like he might get himself out. He actually turns one away. Khan comes in from the side, trying to go on to the Wyvern, but unfortunately he's TP'd himself to safety, and Flash just going to limp away on low HP. More shot down in the bottom lane. He's in some trouble. Might be dropping here if they can find another heal. They can find a bit more damage. Throw coming in as well from the side here, but the heals from Aramis are a little bit too much, and guess who turns up? It's the Storm. Finds himself one, might find himself a second. Sailor, he's dead as well. That's 2 for 1 in the bottom lane. A great rotation in from Boom, and they are just tipping each other all over the place now.
That was really well played by the Whisper, just to salve up, keep the Tiny alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love back at that top fight, by the way, as well, that just as the Wyvern was TPing, the Lich turned around just to give him a tap, like, quick tap before he went. It's like, yeah, get out of my house. This is my area.
Yeah, this is Wisp's house. Wisp's neighborhood. Sick rune camera. I like the fact that they tipped each other afterwards as well, you know? If you're having a bad lane, if you know that your homie's struggling a bit, just give him a tip, like, when he does anything remotely good.
Yeah, just
Get
sort of
the
like,
kill,
you know,
give him a
mental
tip.
confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, get to last hit, give him a tip. Say something funny.
This Storm is doing so much better than he should be.
Agreed.
That double kill was like just completely secured his game for now.
Yeah, I'd like to look at the net worth graph more than the last hits right now because of all these jungle creeps which Storm is getting, but... Oh, thank you. It's still a little bit behind, but I mean, it's Storm versus Huskar in the middle lane, so...
You can't... I can't believe you just done... How is Viking... How's Flash on a mega kill?
He's chilling. He's having a great time.
Dude, this is going to be... I can't wait for the Storm to kill him and get like 800 gold. This is going to be great.
Oh yeah, he's just a piggy bank, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the problem when you get these big kill streaks on your supports. Eventually, what core gets them and they just get a huge amount of gold.
Yeah, it does tend to happen disturbingly a lot.
Oh, tether broke.
What do you think about Vambrace and making a support to build the Vambrace for you?
I mean, you could.
We've done it
Sure.
a few times. Me and my stack mates have done it. It's I mean, it feels nice as a carry player, obviously, but it feels terrible for your 5 or 4 player.
I think it depends what your like 5 hero is, because there's some 5 heroes that really do well with certain items, right? Like Chens that rush mech, for example, and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But if they have like wand boots or whatever, and they don't really need too much else, like a lich, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sure. Well, why not?
I feel like we should see it more often, but we don't, especially with heroes with GPM talents as well. Really, there's not so many of those which are popular right now,
Radiant's
when I think about it.
tower is under attack.
This disrupt is level 5 already, by the way. He's doing a really good job. Like if you get to that level 6 by the 10-minute mark without having to use a tome, you'll be pretty happy.
Ooh, an item for Atlantic, and it's a keen optic,
Nice, he can cast his ult from further away.
which hasn't even leveled up.
Dire's
Yeah, that's
middle
fine.
tower is under attack.
I'm sure he will at some point. He's not going to go there like 4-4-4, is he?
Dunno. Good.
It's really good on the disruptor though. Really good on the lich as well. So
Ooh, Roach, that's a big one.
Radiant are scared.
Yeah, I feel like I'd really love to see a pie chart of what people thought was the best tier 1 item, because I'm fairly sure you'd have about maybe like 40% say Mango Tree, 40% say Shovel, and then you got like 10% who would say Faded Brooch, and maybe 10% would say
Keen Optic.
Ironwood Tree. Probably not Keen Optic.
yeah, I mean Faded Brooch is pretty crazy to me. I think it's a tier 1 item.
It's good, isn't it? It is good. Oh, maybe you get like 2% saying Royal Jelly.
Radiant's
idiots.
middle tower is under attack.
And then
What
there's
would you
all
say,
those people
Chad? Go on,
that's-
give us a bit of consensus.
It's all those people
What's the
that say
best tier 1
PMS.
item?
They're the ones that you don't want to listen to.
Oh yeah, PMS and okay, PMS and Iron Talon are terrible items.
Iron Talon's better than PMS, I think.
Slightly, but it's still pretty goddamn awful.
PMS is like, yes, so I've got this item that lets me tank. Oh, that would have been really nice in the laning stage, which is now over.
Yeah,
yeah,
literally. And Iron Talon's like, if you go into the jungle, if you're forced into the jungle full time at 7 minutes by a horrible lane, Iron Talon is like, okay, this helps a bit. This is all right. I can feel not horrible about this one. Any other occasion, it's just garbage. You're just like, oh great, here's a slot filler. I guess I upgrade my Quelling Blade until I want to get rid of my Quelling
Dire's
Blade. Cool.
middle tower is
The only
under
thing I
attack.
can say about it is that it does allow you to sell your Quelling Blades. That's like a 75 gold boost. Sorry, 125 gold boost. At like,
Radiant structures are
wait no, how
fortified.
much is Quelling Blade now? It's 150,
Dire's
isn't it?
middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Yeah, so 75 gold boost at like the laning phase, which
Where's the party?
Dire's
It's pretty
top
poop.
tower is under attack.
How has this Storm managed to get away with so much? He has so much net worth. Like he's matching the Husker.
yeah, it's pretty disgusting. It's been a boring laning phase. Even though there's been 9 kills, I haven't felt like it's been that way. I've kind of felt like it's been a kind of
Radiant's
5 kills
bottom
laning
tower
phase.
is under attack.
Whoa.
And this Centaur has a hood as well, so he's just massively tanky at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. I feel like this game is just gonna like, it's gonna be a Titanic game where everyone's just chilling, everyone's just cruising, everyone's having a nice time, you know, just partying on the boat, and then they're gonna hit the iceberg. You know, something's gonna happen, Roshan or something. Someone's gonna try it, and then we're just gonna break open into violence until everything goes sinking down and one guy's left floating, and that team wins. A stretch analogy, I know, but I'm trying.
Oh.
Hello, Storm. He is handsome, isn't he?
Sure. It's, those hands look really odd.
They do a little bit. They do. They do.
I mean, the way the state of this game is at the moment, I think Radiant should be really happy. Like, the fact that they haven't been absolutely crushed in their laning stage against a Huskar Razor. Like, this is a big win for them. He's rushing AC on the Tiny, Jesus.
Yeah, it was very popular when Tiny's new changes first came out. We saw it a lot. People just like to get it and just whack down towers. You know, the attack speed obviously very nice. When you have the drums and the power treads, it kind of gives you enough. Oh, look, it's you. I didn't know you were a courier.
Well, that's a bit rude.
Yep.
I can fly, though. Fuck you.
Can't fly away from my insults. Idiot.
Oh, come on, man.
So who's going to win this game?
Radiant.
Okay.
I think the Storm's going to have a free game now.
It's looking pretty good for Storm, isn't he? We said he'd have a good game if he came out of the laning phase all right, and he has done more than all right. He is looking shiny and new. Like a... Oh, I'm not sure I can say that.
Shiny and new.
It is a jam. There's no doubting it. Tis a jam. Well, coming up at the 12-minute mark soon. It's less than a 1k gold advantage for Viking, and a very, very close game in our opinions, but definitely looking good for this Storm Spirit. Just wanting to see a little bit more action out of this Huskar, but maybe we'll see something coming out from them.
I like that the Huskars rotated bot down here. They really want to make something happen.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Oh, Stroh gonna just unleash onto the Wyvern, give his team some time to get over here and finish the job, but to be honest, he's doing it pretty much by himself, and Zantic will come in and take the kill in the name of the Brits. But
do you know how he did that?
Solari brought down.
Because he had a key
knock
knock
to. Yeah.
Yeah. So his ult went further. I'm telling you.
Huge. That's going to be a haste rune for the Razor. Well, up on the top lane, it looks like Centaur is just really pushing in hard into Stroh here, but Disruptor is down here. He can defend by himself pretty easily. Not as much as Centaur can do about that.
Use this plasma field to farm. Come on.
The thing is, I feel like they could maybe do something now that, you know, the Disruptor's ulti is the only thing stopping this Storm from just going absolutely berserk in these team fights, right? There's no other lockdown other than Lich. And Lich isn't really enough.
Yeah, I wonder how they look to itemize to deal with this Storm, though, right? Like, what do they want to go for? Abyssal Rush Lich?
Maybe Hex Rush Omni.
I don't think so. I think for them, it's more about building items that allow them to hit a timing before the Storm's like absolutely massive, right? So like build a Solar Crest, build a, I don't know, pipe.
Maybe an Atos could be some cheap lockdown for the Storm.
Yeah, it's
but he
okay.
can dodge it if he's on the ball.
Or like, I imagine the Disruptor will probably build a Yules instead. To try and use him and then static him instead.
Yeah. Also an option.
It's a lot more reliable.
Yeah. So Sailor is still going for the pipe. Yeah, he'll be there very shortly, actually. Just about 200 gold off it. That might be the timing they're looking for, but why do I feel like they're just going to wait and wait and wait and wait and eventually lose the game to this Storm? I don't know. That's the vibe I'm picking up right now. But we are only 30 minutes in. You know, maybe I'm being a little bit too pushy. That's Antic.
Yeah, it feels like Azantic's not in a big position to be able to massively bully anyone anymore, right?
Right.
He's kind of just doing his own thing for a bit. They really need the first Roche, which I think is the biggest first fight. That's where you're going to see things really start to break loose, I think.
I'm glad I got the chocolate milk. Don't realize it'd be so much what I thought. I thought it was going to be a very quick game. I thought I wouldn't get time to drink or anything, but it's a slow one. It is a slow one. What about some relocate plays? I feel like you just don't want to do that unless you can find the Disruptor, though, because the response can be really brutal.
But that's the thing. How do you set up for the relocate until your centaur gets a blink?
True.
Like, Wyvern could curse, but it's not really how you want to initiate a fight.
They're really just going to be waiting for this AC. And Team Moriarty seem to want the halberd on the Huskar. Not sure what the Razor's going for. And they managed to find Toby now with that side link, but there just comes the ultimate stampede, going to help him get away, and that should be the end of it unless they get the glimpse, which they can, straight back into the pool of death. Psychic Storm ripping through him, but in comes a curse. Toby still running away. Meanwhile, Boom's dealt with Flash on the sidelines, and Toby escapes, so somehow Viking actually turned that into an advantage for them. Meanwhile, Boom's having chain frost problems, but he's going to be alright.
Boom just kills the mega kill though, gets 350 gold for himself. Okay, that felt so good on the Storm.
Yep. And all these tier 2 items are going to start to drop, and that will start with a Aquila for the Huskar. Aquila for the Huskar. I'm sure that's a Spanish house classic.
I did hear that one in the clubs all the time.
Yeah. Oh, by house I meant played in homes, but sure. Why
No,
not?
no. House is in like
In house. Oh, Glimpse comes out. Toby in a bad place. They're going to use that cold embrace, but unfortunately it's not going to make much of a difference. He will meet his fate. Meanwhile, in comes the relocate.
Toss the Wispin.
Yeah. Basketball time. Alley-oop.
I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Dire's
They're
top
just
tower is
scared
under
him.
attack.
If they do that as the glimpse goes off,
Tower is under attack.
ready to fight with the centaur before he dies, maybe it's fine, right? But that was really
Yeah.
underwhelming.
It was extremely underwhelming. And now they don't have Relocate, they don't have Stampede. This is a bit of an opening for Team Moriarty. They're going to use it to take the middle lane at Tier 1 tower, and this is going to open up a lot of the map for them. Should see a lot more aggression from them after this. Especially with that halberd nearly finished up on the Huskar. But Boom is getting to work on the top Tier 2 tower, and he's actually brought it really low already. I mean, that is a little bit worrying that they're just allowing him to do this. The Omni Knight is coming over to chase him off that damn tower, but he got a lot of damage off in the meantime. 17 minutes here, you don't want to be taking that much damage onto your Tier 2s.
I wonder if he goes BKB next on the Huskar, if he wants to build something else. Like, I don't know, does he want like a heart or something, like a satanic possibly might be better?
Clumsy net for Viking, Pupil's Gift for Team Moriarty. Imagine the Pupil's Gift probably goes to the Razor. You think, or maybe the Huskar keeps it for the
Dire's
Agi?
middle tower
I
is
could give
under
it to
attack.
Disruptor or Lich as well. Disruptor, Lich or Razor, I think.
Really want
The
it
other
on
thing
the
is,
Agi.
I like that the observer just pointed out the Tiny's still only level 10, and with the way the hero works, like you need this Wisp following you around all the time, right?
Under attack.
So he just leeches so much of your XP. It's not like this Razor that's just been farming the jungle by himself.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. The XP
Although
difference
Tiny's top of the
starts
net
to stack
worth
up.
chart, he's a little bit behind in XP. When I say a little bit, I mean quite a lot.
I'm over here. Let the fun begin.
Oh, Storm Spirit's got a Bloodstone. Very neat. Did you point that out already?
No, but I think he can be a little bit more greedy with his item build this game, though, right? Because of the lack of lockdown. So I don't mind the Bloodstone too much here. I think it's pretty good. They just haven't really done much with this relocate still.
Dire's bottom tower is
And
under
I don't know if
attack.
Centaur has Blink yet, but if he does, I feel like they should be looking for more.
Yeah, they're gathering up. It might be actually time for some action here, Moriarty. Are they going to move in for anything here? No, they're just group farming the
Dire's
jungle.
are fortified.
No worries. They've been
I think they're
picking
looking
up
to
strats
try
by
and
Is under attack.
fight around the outpost top and then take the tier 1.
Sounds like a plan to me. Boom, meanwhile, looking for his stick of silencing.
I thought that was the Razor Whip.
Oh no. Yeah, he doesn't want them to be quiet when he whips them.
Alright.
That's not the point.
Oh, there's a Philosopher's Stone on the Wisp.
That's such a good item tab on him.
So it looks like they're going to trade outpost 1 for 1.
What's the downside of Philosopher's Stone again? Is it attack speed?
It's a 35 attack damage, I think. It might be attack speed. It's a 35 attack
No, I think
speed.
you're right, it's damage actually.
Radiant's top tower is
Let's
under
have a look.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Attack damage, yeah.
Yeah, so I doesn't care for that.
Dire's
And they've taken a tier 2 for this tier 1. Now, I'm the mathematician, but this does not seem worth it.
It doesn't feel great, does it?
Nope.
I don't really know.
Questionable trades.
But like, there's no setup on the Dire apart from Glimpse, right? They need to just all be able to sit behind the Huskar. But the Radiant are doing a really good job just splitting the map up.
Flash. He's in some trouble being beaten down by the Storm. Does actually use the ultimate, and we're going on a bit of a journey, but in comes Winter's Curse, holding him back, allowing Boom to escape and get himself over towards that shrine. Meanwhile, Shad kills Stro on the other side of the map, but Tiny Io going pretty hard and grabbing themselves a disruptor kill.
Yeah, the fact he doesn't lose any Bloodstone charges, they're really big for the Storm.
Yeah.
Good curse by the Wyvern, just keeping him alive.
Homie always there to help out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, so I was gonna come in again. It's just people aren't afraid of showing on map in this game. No one is afraid to be seen. That doesn't feel like anyone is threatening enough to worry about right now. Especially with the Storms build. I mean, I'm almost tempted to say like Viking should be doing a better job. They have the relocate. They have the Storm. They should have the ability to be able to just force Moriarty off map now. But that's not really happening either. So I feel like the shoe should be on the other foot, but we're not really feeling like that. The Zantic, this might be a huge mistake from him. Toby's on top. Stun comes in. Reload. No. Storm. No. Okay. All right. There's just Toby having some fun. I'm just memeing, bro.
Sure, if you're doing that, you have to wait until the timer gets really low and then do the stomp.
Yeah.
Just to trigger it.
Maximum
just a little bit more.
Psychological impact.
Exactly. It just feels like the Dire are falling further and further behind as the game's going on, and it's really difficult for them to change it.
True. Yeah, I mean, I guess Viking don't really care about whether they can farm us. That was a really risky carrier call, but I guess the Centaur is there to scout the way. Alright, we got Norkid, we got a Bloodstone on the Storm. He is has as much as he could ever want. Shad has an AC, a Chrysalis. But then what are actually Team Moriarty going to do? They've got Razor and Huskar. If they don't fight, then Vikings still don't care.
Are fortified. Dire's top tower
Man, I don't know, this is such a weird game.
It's odd, isn't it? I know what you mean.
But I just don't see many ways for Team Moriarty to win, but at the same time, I feel like Viking can just start closing things out now and aren't doing so.
Well, nobody's taken the Roche still, which I think is a big point, and I think that really hurts Moriarty that they haven't hit that time yet. And it's not just for the first Roche, it's the fact it delays the other Roches as well, like the cheese Roche, for example. But they aren't really in a position to easily take the Roche because there's a Wisp, there's a Centaur and a Wyvern. Like, there's a lot of AoE control. Yeah, and he is going Satanic on the Huskar.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower
Arctic Burn.
is falling.
Disgusting amount of damage.
Yeah, it's crazy when they're full HP. It's so good in the lane early on at level 1, but then, you know, most people have just started taking the Splinter Blast now instead,
Is under attack.
just for the more consistent damage.
Yeah, just push out the lane. Oh, nice glimpse back. This could be the Centaur in some trouble. Going for TP, and there's nothing to stop him since the glimpse is already used. See you later, idiot, says Toby. Meanwhile, Boom finds a +1 in the jungle. Flash, all alone, gets taken advantage of by the Storm Spirit.
I honestly think if you're the Radiant here, you just walk into Roche. Like, you know they don't have Static Storm. What else is there that you're afraid of?
Yeah, reload in. Get it done, boys. But
I guess they're really close to the Daedalus on the Tiny, which is like a big threat, but even so. And he is building yours on the Disruptor. I like that a lot.
Yep, just a nice catch for the Storm Spirit. It's an option now.
Means you can use it defensively if you need to as well. Against the Orchid. I mean, this Wisp is so rich without actually having... Because he's not really done anything except follow the Tiny around all game, right? So he just gets so much passive gold from this Philosopher's Stone. Gets the GPM talent now as well. And he's just happy.
Yep, Aramis and Shad, match made in heaven. Probably carving Shad Heart Aramis in the trees as they go as well.
I also thought Celery was the Wisp player in this stack, but apparently Aramis is the one that they're comfortable to give it to. So it's technically 4 Wisp, or like the 4 players playing the Wisp this game, because he's the one that's comfortable on it.
Yeah.
So I think even though Celery's the one that's buying the wards and whatnot, he's kind of just still the position for this game, just by how much farm distribution he gets.
Ooh, Orb of Destruction found by the Storm. Might give that to the Tiny, who already has that AC. Stacking it up.
Stupendous.
Yeah, that feels pretty good.
God, I'll tell you what, I wish I'd taken the LSD this game if I'd known what we were in for.
Would have made it a little bit more exciting, huh?
It would, wouldn't it? Blimey. 7 and 8. 8k gold advantage for Viking. Feels happy to wait it out.
It's worth mentioning, by the way, that I was talking about the Philosopher's Stone of Wisp. There are so many good items for Wisp, like neutral items.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever get Essence Ring on Wisp, which I feel like every game I play against a Wisp, there's always... It's so ridiculous.
It's really good. Oh boy.
Or Greater Fairy Fire's really good as well. Like, there's so many good ones.
Let's start taking bets. Who is going to kill who for the next kill?
Okay. I think Storm's going to kill Lich.
Storm is going to kill Lich. All right, that's a very low. That's the. We'll bet in beers, okay? If you get that right, then I'll buy you half a pint.
A tenth of a beer, yeah.
All right, I think Disruptor is going to kill Storm. How many beers is that worth?
Not a lot if he gets an Aegis.
True.
I think that's worth 4 beers.
Okay, all right.
That's quite an unlikely scenario, I think, at this
Yeah.
point. Even if he is building yours.
Chat wants any beers, then let us know your predictions.
Yeah,
Even
we'll
with
give
the
you
Aegis,
odds.
though, it's changed now, though. It's changed. The circumstances have changed. I would no longer put my faith in this Disruptor. But,
Yeah.
you know, I've committed now. I've committed. Probably should have known Roche was up, ready to go down. And yeah, amazingly, no one contested Roche. Big surprise. Why would you?
I wouldn't want to contest anything this game.
What? There's enemies there. We don't want to fight those guys. They might kill us or something.
That sounds pretty spooky.
It does. And ooh. Net worth and XP just going up and up and up for Viking. Down and down and down for Moriarty.
Oh, so they're smoking. Here we go.
Oh boy, they're smoking into
Right.
Aegis. I gotta question it. And they see the Storm. Storm runs away. And that'll be that.
He just TP's away. That's it.
See you
You
later,
almost got your wish.
idiots. Nearly, but not quite. Yeah, leading with the Huskar. Not sure on that one, guys. Oh, now they're
I like
counter
this.
smoke, but there's a lot of green pings. Who's green?
They
Green
was under
the
a
only
ward.
knight. Yeah, he spotted them out. So, time to huddle inside their base, or at least on the steps of their base.
They're just going in circles. I think they just want to
Like,
bait out the
don't
Huskar.
worry, I'll frontline. I mean, he's got a craggy coat. He's got a satanic. This guy is super strong. Exantic is not an easy target to bring down. Most targets Shad will melt with this build, but Exantic should stay alive for a pretty damn long time. It's not easy to kill at all. And their smoke doesn't last either, so where does this leave us?
Dude,
Who knows?
I can't believe he has a telescope on the Wyvern. It's just...
Radiant are scanning.
It's so good, that I am. Like, it's insane.
It is a very good item. I mean, the scan cooldown, my god. Love that.
I think it's probably one of the better tier 3 ones. I think Orb of Destruction's really good. Craggy Coat's really good.
Yeah, we've had a lot of all the best ones. What do you think of Titan Sliver now?
It's okay. I don't think it's amazing.
It used to be very good when it was 22, 22, 22,
Yeah.
but now it's 16, 16, 16, so
It's really good on somebody like Tiny for the base damage, though.
yeah. Plus 13 armor. And Huskar, he's got enough attack speed. He's pretty chill to lose some of that.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, 35 is
especially
quite a
against-
lot, but whatever.
Especially against like a really high physical damage carry in the Tiny.
Dire's bottom tower
Jesus.
has fallen.
I think
I
Raider
just-
has an AC as well, so they've got the extra attack speed from that.
This game's just so slow, man.
Yeah. Should we take some shifts? I'll have
I
a
was gonna
nap.
say-
You can cast for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I would say you would have to worry about my play-by-play, but there's nothing happening, so it
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
matter.
What
There's
For
no
a
play-by-play to be
you need
had.
a play.
Is under attack.
Yeah. Like, Storm got Bloodstone, and he's got like 2 charges in like 15 minutes. Or whatever, in like 10 minutes.
Dire's middle tower
It's,
has fallen.
That's how interesting the game has been.
Yeah. Oh my god, Atlantic! He's going in right now. He's fighting up into the Tiny, and there's actually a Stampede coming through with Calm with the BKB, leading up onto the front lines right now, doing the damage, but the Winter's Curse comes in. Meanwhile, the back lines, oh, Storm, no, he's found a BKB, so he does not care about the Disruptor's ultimate. Maybe, but maybe not. Toby looking a little bit weak on the back lines. He doesn't have a Stampede. They should be able to bring him down. The flames will burn through him. They're having roast Centaur for dinner tonight. Meanwhile, the rest of Viking trying to escape. Solari with the Glimmer Cape, and that won't be enough to save him though, as he gets dragged back into everybody dying off screen. Solari is gone. And that is 2 kills for Team Moriarty.
They finally went in. They did it.
The BKB Storm did catch them off guard a little bit, causing the Disruptor to be wasted. But nonetheless, they find the opening, Team Moriarty. I'm very surprised how that went down, but I feel like the Storm was just surrounded by heroes in the backline, and yet his team was still able to get the pick off on the front onto the Huskar. That Huskar's just really tanky.
I don't really know why he went on the Disruptor instead of the Omni Knight, though. I feel like the Storm has to jump the Omni every fight. Now he has a BKB, he doesn't care about the Disruptor.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Over here now.
Alright, getting push coming. Huskar taking down the middle tier 2 tower. Tiny with that deadless. Coming to push them back as well, but they're already out of here. Team Moriarty, they've done the damage. They're going to leave. They're happy with what they've done.
Might have had another fight there. Better be careful, everybody.
Yeah, slow it down, slow it down. Well, they've gone for the smoke, but the Aegis has just run out, so I think Viking will probably back out of this one. Nope, never mind. He's going for it. Long jump in, stealing the creep. That is worth it, and they might actually finish this one up with the BKB with the damage coming through. They actually managed to grab that kill. Ultimate for hello, Storo. You right there, buddy?
Okay.
He's just happy
I've
to
seen
have the chance
better
to use
statics.
Oh, look at that glimpse, though.
On the Yules.
Oh, God, as he's TPing away. But in comes Toby on the backlines. They've got 1, they've got 2. Bob fought down super duper quickly. Meanwhile, Atlantic being controlled up, thrown into the Winter's Curse, and stunning them both up. Well, Team Moriarty with 2 buybacks actually being used here, unable to chase for more. Okay, Viking take this one.
Yeah, that's a really good initiation and a great stomp by Toby as well.
Yeah,
to kind of like
massive.
counter-initiate again.
And then boom, just zips backwards and forwards through all of them, dropping down their static remnants, doing the damage, taking names.
I don't really know why the Storm's gone for a Bloodthorn though, when there are so many purges on this Dire side now. Like there's a Lotus Orb for the Omni Knight, there's the Heavenly Grace as well, there's a Yules on the Disruptor. I'm unsure. Like committing for the Bloodthorn's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you reckon at some point in this game, they just relocate the Tiny into the base and he just kills all the buildings while they're like trying to do something else? I feel like that's how this game has to end at the moment.
True, true. With no one dying, but Tiny just backdooring everyone. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Oh,
hopefully not though. Ooh,
he has an axe.
What does that even do?
Well, it's very exciting. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with life break, and it like if you go on somebody, it makes them go on you.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a taunt, right?
How long does it last?
Does he have blade? He doesn't have blade mail.
Oh, let me check how long it lasts. Hang on.
Dire's top tower
It is 2.5 seconds.
Okay.
That's pretty good against Storm, though.
True, yeah, true. It is locked down for Storm. We gotta remember that. That's enough time to kill Storm in, I'm sure. Okay, okay. This might catch him off guard if they can hide that for long enough.
That's actually really interesting. I completely forgot about that axe.
Yeah, same. I always thought I'd see it with blade mail, but apparently not. Meanwhile, that's a dead... Oh, Disruptor. That's not really who you want dying right there. He's on dieback as well, so that's 90 seconds without him.
Yeah, but the minimum roast spawn is about to hit, so they're unlikely to be able to get anything massive unless it's a really early
There's
roast.
the Aghanims. Toby, look at him. He can't do anything. Oh, yes, he can. He can run away.
He needs to go refresher on the Huskar.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The 5-second lockdown. How do you play against that?
Well, you also get an Abyssal and a Hex as well.
Okay. Yeah, you can farm that.
So Abyssal Hex refresher, and then I think he can kill the Storm.
Tiny IO actually TP into the bottom lane, but this means they know that they're alone. Toby's getting run down, going for the TP. I'm not sure he's making that. He's not. He's gone. However, the Storm will get out safely, so one hero dead for that push in. They didn't manage to take the tower either. Meanwhile, Aramis is going to take this little rune here. Little Rooney. We have the 15 armor talent.
I was going to say, he's now just had 31 armor on the Wisp, and he's building a BKB as well. Like,
Yeah, he's going to be a chunky monkey. Well, chunky ethereal ball of light. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, though.
imagine if he got something like a craggy coat as well, like how tanky he would be.
Yeah, luckily that item has been and gone. Meanwhile, Wyvern's actually holding the Orb of Destruction in her backpack. That's surprising.
Yeah, I think that's okay, though, because you can focus or hit whoever's cursed. And then they get the reduced armor on them.
Yeah, of course, but it still seems like Tiny should still want the item, but I guess he's out of the slots.
What tier 4 items do you think both teams would like?
Oh god, tier 4 items. I barely remember them half the time.
Okay, I'll go through them, and then you
Alright.
can tell me whether you think they'd be good for either team.
Right,
Okay.
look at heroes.
We have Witless Shaco, which is the health increase, mana decrease.
Obviously, IO wants that. Yeah, I mean, all supports want the Witless Shaka.
I think it's a pretty awful item, though, in general.
You really? 1k?
Yeah, I don't think it's
health?
great.
I mean, I disagree. I think IO loves it. I think Disruptor loves it. I think 1k HP is just so good. And most int supports don't really care about their mana loss. Like, no one has the capability to burn through their mana that quickly. So I think it is just a flat 1000 HP item, which is very good.
Okay, so Timeless Relic, obviously very good.
Yeah, everybody would be able to use that in some way, shape, or form.
Prince's Knife is pretty good.
Yeah, that's the Husker item. Although probably not with his Ags as well. That seems like a little bit of overkill. Maybe that's the
You could have...
excuse me? Boom just takes a tier 3 up at top all by himself.
Now, yeah, this is what I mean.
What
You
the heck?
just hit the buildings.
Yeah, and the IO's so far back that he's just waiting for the relocate in, and whoop, see you later.
Oh my god,
the
the
Disruptor on the way
died.
out, yeah. Oh, what the hell?
Dire's top barracks
Tiny's
is
actually got a
under attack.
Divine Rapier queued up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. How can we end the game in the most boring way possible? I don't know, probably just backdoor until we win. Sure, could we go fight them? Yeah, we're 24k gold up. We could definitely win, but are we going to do that? No.
They can't fight them head on because this Huskar's still like the biggest hero, I think. HP. There's 12 HP left on the Ranger X. It was bad.
Am I going to kill with Storm? Oh, okay. I saw him on the new map. Looked like he was going to go for it, but no. Change his mind. These guys just waiting for it, aren't they? Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go on, go without him. That'd be
I think they go
hilarious.
bot, honestly.
No, they're going Roche. They're going for... Going to get a bit of lotion.
Let the fun begin.
Did I have vision of this? I don't think they do.
I mean,
Oh,
they wouldn't get here in time
Bloodthorn.
anyway, yeah. Bloodthorn plus Tiny equals no bueno Roshan.
Your shrine has fallen to the ring.
Nice little cheese on the Wisp.
Yep, and that will always heal whoever you're tethered to for 1,000, won't it? Because oh sorry, 3. What's cheese heal for? 3k.
2k, I think,
2.5.
right? Was it 2. Might be 2.5.
Anyway, it'll always heal whoever you're tethered to for that plus your tether amp because you heal over max for IO now. That's
Is
friendly.
Holy Locket good on Wisp?
I feel like it still is, but people aren't buying it. I mean, it's just an upgraded wand. If anything, that should be good.
It amplifies the healing by 35%. What's the... I guess it's just such a big build-up for such a little, like, return.
Yeah, that must be it. But it is not a popular item.
It's like 2,900 gold. That's a lot of gold.
I feel like to fix that, they were like, okay, Holy Locket is the least popular item in the game. How do we make it better? Let's combine it with the most popular item in the game, wand, and everybody will get one. And then everyone's just like, yeah, no.
I'm just going to sell my wand.
I'm just going to sell my wand, yeah. Wand will forever be a wonderful item.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I still only buy sticks on some carries and just sell the stick, but on pretty much every other hero I'll buy a wand.
Really, I tend to keep my stick in support more often. I guess I haven't played support in a very long time, definitely since the Outlanders patch.
Ooh. So we're at the 40-minute mark now.
We are indeed, and there's actually a fight going on as Xantic is just face tanking into the Tiny, and the double disarm coming out, so the Tiny's just sitting here like a stone. And now comes the Winter's Curse out onto the Huskar, which seems to be doing him a bit of a favor. Doesn't last that long, especially with Heavenly Grace on him now as well. Now Xantic coming forward, looking for Aramis. Aramis, he's in a bad way right now, which will eventually be dropped and finished off. Any rap potential going on here? Well, Hobie is just jungling nearby. Boom. Also not really going for anything here, so it looks like that's just going to be an end to that one.
They just have to keep dodging them all game, right? Like,
yeah, this isn't worth it for Team Moriarty. Like, the fact they didn't find anything there, or only found one, and now they actually got the Hex out onto the Omni Knight. He's probably not going to go down here. Doesn't look quite yet. Lotus Orb, Heavenly Grace going to come out, chases forward for Boom, but Boom's getting himself away. He wants to be safe.
I said Aegis on the Storm anyway. Let's play the game again where we take bets about who's going to die next.
All right. I'm gonna go for.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Let's go for
attack.
something weird. I reckon that Razor is gonna kill Centaur.
Okay.
How many points do I get for that?
Razor killing Centaur. Maybe 3?
3 points. Nice. Nice. It's better odds than I thought.
What would I get if I said Wisp to kill Huskar?
Yeah, that one didn't count. That's just Flash dying. Flash doesn't count. Wisp to kill what?
Huskar.
Probably 5 points for that one.
5? I was expecting like 100.
I think it could happen.
What? They got the Witness Shaco, by the way, on the Tiny.
The Woodless Shaka.
Shaco.
Yeah,
It's a more exotic one, you see.
yeah, it's the British. Oh, you say it's like the people that say like Chardonnay instead of Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. Yeah.
Chardonnay.
Shaco.
Chaco. Oh, Flicker. Hell yeah, let's go. Nobody likes this item except me, it feels like.
Just because it's... Considering some of the others you can get. Like, well, imagine if you could get that on Minotaur Horn.
Yeah, I'd choose that.
Okay.
Positioning is very important.
Radiant
Right, you get Flicker, you go Razor, and then you just full on gamble mode. Like, I might stay on, I might be able to keep up with you. Might stay on top of you, might break the tether immediately. Who knows? The All Disruptors having woes and problems here, but they don't have the vision now. They do, but then comes the fear. Shad, he doesn't know what to go for here. He's gonna go for Strobe, but in comes the ultimate. Doesn't quite catch either of them in, and they just both pop their BKBs. Gonna go for the buildings, and oh no! Wisp didn't bring Shad with him. Shad realizing he's gonna go for the TP right now. Is his BKB gonna blast? It doesn't, but they don't have the interrupt for it. Boom is out as well. I'm fairly sure that was a mistake from the IO.
Unfortunately for him, they just don't have any stuns.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
See you later, boys.
Like, oh, we messed up, but oh, it's okay, don't worry.
Yep.
Look at these illusions.
So it's just like, please stop. Please stop.
Unhealable damage, by the way.
Yeah. Very nice. That's your Aegis
I'll be
running out
honest.
once again.
I'll be brutally honest with you here, Nomad. This might be one of the worst games of Dota we've ever cast.
I gotta agree. I have to agree. This is so dull.
We have cast a lot of games together, and I think this might be the worst.
Also, people complaining about ads in the chat, like, don't worry about it. It's fine. Trust
You're not
me.
missing anything.
I wish we had ads.
Yeah. There'd be more to talk about in the ads. Jeez. What did they get?
Hammer.
Oh,
They're taking
good.
it. Yeah, this is. I really feel like they need to make the active on Havoc Hammer a little bit more obvious because you never notice when that item goes off, and
Yeah.
also.
But now,
it's
if
on
you
the
give
wrong
it to the
team.
Huskar, he has like 2 Havoc Hammers.
Yeah, true. Blast them once, blast them twice. It's also
If you,
based
like-
on your strength as well, which Huskar has a lot of. Oh, they're going up onto the high ground. They found themselves a little man named Sailor.
No
He is
buyback.
going to break down. No, definitely an opening here. 100 seconds without him, in fact. Xantic is held still, and they all back themselves out because going for more would be far too big a commitment for Viking.
Looking for me?
Right, everybody careful.
Yeah.
We need to farm while this Omni Knight's down.
We got 100 seconds to farm uncontested.
Invisibility.
Have we got all the tier 4 items now?
Centaur has an illusionist cape. And they have a Witless Shaco. And I can't remember if they have another one
They
on.
have the flicker on Storm. So that's
Oh,
Vikings.
so that's the third.
Yeah.
They have a flicker on Dire as well, I think.
Do they?
I think so.
And they have the Havoc Hammer.
Yes.
And they're still missing one on Team Moriarty then. Oh, Hex is out, but they missed
Oh,
the
dear.
Storm. They're still going to go for this one though. Silence comes out with the Bloodthorn, but oh, the ultimate coming down. This might be the turnaround they're looking for, but the Razor is disarmed. But he
Yes,
can still connect with the Static Storm. They might finish him off. They certainly will. They get the kill. Disruptor with the Axe turning out to the fight and bringing down Boom. Oh, this is going to delay the game a lot, isn't it?
I'm really surprised they decided to carry on going there. Like, you missed the sip damage on the Storm, and you missed your Centaur Stomp, and Storm's like, fuck it. Let's just do it anyway.
Keep going. Oh yeah, how bad is Enchanted Quiver, by the way?
Yeah.
It's the worst
I
type.
feel like they should nerf it a little bit and just make it a tier 2.
I think you can keep it as is and have it tier 2, maybe. Like, it's not good.
I don't know, 270 magical damage is quite a lot.
True, I reckon it would. Yeah, okay, fair enough. If someone came out with that at 25 minutes, I'd probably be pretty salty.
Oh, at 15 minutes.
Oh,
For
yeah,
tier
sorry,
2.
15, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, it does come up at 25 minutes.
I'd be really sorry.
I'd be really
to
sorry
walk
about
on that at 25 minutes.
Yeah, I'm very easily salted. Like ready chips. Crisps.
And then Storm just dies after doing something really stupid. He's just not punished at all because they can just split push so easily on the Radiant side.
Lincoln's on center, okay. This guy's sick of getting glimpsed.
Well, yeah, it's to put on somebody else as well, though, right?
True. I always forget that active of Lincoln's.
He has an axe upgrade on the center as well, so he can just run through the trees here.
Maybe we should make these things more exciting than they are, since it's this very small amount of action we're going to get.
Okay, yeah.
Have we got a courier tip following Aya around?
I hope it has items on it.
Yeah. I mean, he's not
Do you remember the
25
old-
yet, but he nearly is. Oh, there we go. There's a flicker. You said they were going to find a flicker. You're
Yeah,
so
I said they had
smart,
one.
dude. Wow.
I told you they did.
Yeah, it was just in a creep at the time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You've either got it, you haven't, dude. There you go. That's it.
You either got it or you don't. You either rock
Okay.
it or you don't.
So Omni Knight's managed to get buy back up again.
Big. Storm does not have his. He's actually bought out, but should have an Aegis. Are they going to contest Roshan? Don't be ridiculous.
They can't really contest it anyway, I don't think. If they go to contest the Roshan, their racks just get relocated on, and they lose the game, I think.
I'm so bored. I'm actually claiming points in Twitch chat as well. How many have you got?
390.
What was that? Oh, I've got 1,640.
Well, that's not very fair. Where's all my points?
I don't know. Have you been clicking the button?
Oh, I'm not actually watching it. I've got it paused just to see the chat.
Oh, there you are.
That's why. Yes, chat, I am watching you.
Double damage rune. Hello. This could be something.
Whoa, we got a ward. Wow.
Solari finds the ward. And he's got a courier with him. That's an
Oh,
adorable
look at
courier, actually.
the action cam in the Dire base there. Oh,
Exciting stuff.
staying on the high ground. Oh, look at it. There it was again.
Something might happen. It might.
The action cam.
Don't want to miss it.
Looking for
Maybe
me,
someone's attacking it with
user.
the magic quiver. Why haven't you up to some cheeky shenanigans?
When
Where's the
Storm has a
range?
Moonshard queued up in a game, the game's gone on too long.
Agreed. Maybe they just really want to see the tier 5 items. Okay, Tiny has a DD and he literally just farmed with it. Solari finding so many wards. No ward is safe, Solari. Killer of wards and lover of women. Meanwhile, Centaur, he's absolutely fine here. He's just healing up like a mile a minute as Boom comes flying on through. But they've got the Abyssal, but immediate Winter's Curse comes out. Beautiful timing there. And now Toby to follow up with a stun, but he's in some trouble. Having to pop the BKB to get through the kinetic field and getting himself back to safety. Meanwhile,
the Rax
Io and
pot.
Tiny come in and take the bottom lane of Rax. This is already a win, and Viking want to go for more here. They're looking onto Khan, but in comes the Ascent. Oh my goodness.
Good stomp.
Yeah, Xantic flies in the backline. Stomp not enough to save the day as Boom does get brought down once, but look at Tiny and I. They're just pretending this fight isn't happening. Doopa-doopa-doo. Do you mind if we come in and hit your racks? You do? Oh, sorry. Now they come in, and Xantic on the front lines trying to deal with damage, but Aramis TPing away, but it changes his mind, actually. This all comes out. They got two of them held in together, and Xantic might be going down here, down to about half HP. He's disarmed for such a long time. Needs to find a way to fight this one. Meanwhile, Boom just causing havoc, but they get the stun off onto Abyssal as well. Down goes Boom. Storm is dead. They'll look over towards Toby as well, but he takes it up to the high ground. Meanwhile, Aramis and Shad, they're thinking about it, aren't they? But the Disruptor says, no, sirs. You will not be taking any more of our buildings. Toby, Aramis, Shad, shepherded out of the dire side of the map, but they might be looking for more. Wow, Disruptor looks ridiculous with those spider legs.
Oh, they need to relocate top. Don't relocate back to base.
Oh, did they actually? Okay, so
No,
I
they
was
should
just-
have.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. They've actually just relocated. I thought they would go into the base, but apparently I was just like, no, you know what? I want to give my life for the cause.
And he just cheesed as well.
Yeah. No, don't look at Tiny. Look at the... There you go.
No, I want to see the center.
Oh, yeah. It's,
No.
what? Okay. Everyone gets
And the
out.
Whisper's gonna get out as well.
Yeah, no one had detection, so he just pieces out onto the side.
So you just flicker here. Oh, how did he manage that?
Oh, easy. Use it again. Go on,
He's
double
out
down.
of
Over.
range.
Oh, no! They see him. What are you doing? They're going to see you. Everyone's just playing a date.
Flicker, flicker.
Oh, no! It's not going well. Oh, they stampede him out of here. Flash. Flash. Oh, okay. Okay.
Jesus. I
Bloody
can't
hell,
believe he
Aramis.
flickered for a second time after getting in there, by the way.
Such a
What an
creep.
absolute baller.
Yep, he's made of balls and he's got a huge pair as well.
Jesus.
Dota.
Size of space hoppers.
Whew. Okay, so back to square one. 14 and 14, 52 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Dota 2, the video game, brought to you live by Nomad and Mofara.
I absolutely love that they're 38,000 gold up, but they can't win team fight.
This courier following around with a solar crest and drums for Shad.
Is it actually?
Yes. Well, it's lost now. It's going on to someone else. I think it's actually the Wyverns.
It might be the Wisp controlling it as well.
Maybe. Maybe it was someone who was dead. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. They're actually going to find this kill, maybe. There's some damage. There's a fear coming in, but it will comes a Winter's Curse. Always there to stop Xantic and his shenanigans. And now Stomp comes out, but with the BKB prop from Toby, might be able to get himself away, but Xantic keeps on following, and Toby
it
will
pierces
eventually go
BKB.
down. See you later. Okay, that's a pretty big deal then.
I didn't realise it pierced BKB.
Yeah, that's a fairly major point.
Oh. What are you trying to say?
Saying that it was garbage beforehand, but now that pisses BKB, I'm slightly more sold on the item. I still think it would be good early. Like if you just rush Blade Mail Agnums on Huskar, I think that could be a thing.
It's like a really bad axe.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, are you not going to kill the courier? No, Boom's just focused on Flash right now. Flash, he's surprisingly tanky with that Frost Shield. Meanwhile, Shad, he's playing with Khan, or is Khan playing with him, or is Aramis joining the party as well, looking to be player 3 in this Menage a Trois, making a Menage a Trois. In comes a Storm as well, and they will bring down Khan.
I'm not really sure what the Razor was trying to achieve there. There's like absolutely nobody near.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Also, I don't think he kills Shad solo at all. Like, he's got Satanic Butterfly on the Storm. On the, on the Tiny. Oh, hello, Boom. He's going in
is he
deep for this
doing?
one. In comes Flash. Sailor's here as well to back him up, so there's absolutely no way this is going to happen, but he did manage to bail out a buyback. Oh, dear.
He didn't know that the Storm had a link, and so he's like setting up for the glimpse and didn't Thunderstrike him first. Oh,
Did he have the range to Thunderstrike him first?
I think you've used it at the start before
Yeah,
the Storm
true,
started running
true.
away. Oh no. We need to wait for the next Roche anyway.
Yeah, we do. We might get 2-4 items
Why
as well.
does this room camera only work on one room?
Does it?
What happens at 40 minutes? Like, it doesn't show them, but
Ooh. You're right. Yeah, observers. Try that one for size.
yeah.
Hang on, we'll get around that. Got 2 rune cameras? I don't think you do. I was going to say, did our observer just go on strike, just staring at the river? No. You want to talk shit? Enjoy looking at the river.
More
Here
exciting.
goes Storm. Yeah, he's flying in. Straws might be in some trouble here. Yules and GA coming out here. And now, well, that is a Winter's Curse
They got
on top
follow-up
of the Storm.
stop.
But Toby, yeah, he's sat in the middle of everybody. This is going to be a four-man
taking
Storm.
the Rex.
They're just going for the buildings whilst all this is happening, actually. So Tiny and Io. But with the Frost Shield, it's actually not enough to do really much damage at all. Toby on the run. No glimpse available. Disruptor not back into the fight just yet, so... Despite all of those spells being cast, nothing happened.
Good. It's good. I mean, they got a buyback on the Disruptor. That's really good.
True, true.
Like, he's probably the most important hero for this lineup at the moment. He's the one stopping the heroes from just like going absolutely crazy, right? Storm's almost level 30 as well. I'm also debating how it's 56 minutes into the game and this Huskar's not 6 slotted yet.
Really?
The Razor is.
I mean, only the Razor and the Huskar have buyback currently, so there is some real opportunity for Viking to do this.
Have you been watching this game?
No.
Oh, fair enough. I don't blame you. Here's the courier.
Yep, thanks little buddy.
It's definitely Shad controlling it, I'm sure.
If Vigoria dies, I don't know, is it costly? No, it's not.
Nah, it's not at this point in the game. It doesn't really matter.
Beautiful.
No, it's not beautiful, actually. It's not beautiful at all, to be honest. That's a complete and straight up lie.
Observer placed.
Oh, it has a quelling blade.
Oh, the dewarding courier! Oh my god! It's got smoke as well. Why is everything locked on it though? Is that so it doesn't go to you? Does that stop it going to you when you call courier?
I
pretty
don't
cool.
know. I
Must be,
assume
right?
so.
Sailor having a bit of a dance. Is it inside their base?
Roche
57.
is about to spawn.
Oh my god. Can they do it though? Can they bring down Roshan? Viking, they're going to have to bring everything to this Roche fight if they want to be able to kill him.
Or maybe just a couple of heroes.
Maybe just literally 2 heroes, but they're going to bring 4. Into Roshan's pit they go. They use the Bloodthorns. They're trying to bring it down. Overcharge being used, but they're not enough. They only got it to about half HP. Roshan might just turn this one. Can he turn it? Can he even cast a spell? He can't quite get it off. Roshan will go down. And
Maybe at 60 minutes into the game, Roche should have like a 1% chance to one-hit some.
agreed, yeah. But if he
And then you have
if he one
to-
shot someone, then the next shot he has a 100% chance to one shot someone.
And then
goes on a ramp.
200% the next fight. The next hit.
Who
No,
needs
they
a
just
fresher
didn't
shard
take
anyway?
the pressure shard. Oh, DD, okay.
All right.
You just
all right.
relocate in. Just power play. Just go in.
Yeah. Got Shaco, got Cheese, got BKB, got Lincoln's on Aramis. And Shad has all the damage in the world. Base is open. Come on in, boys.
Oh, they're firing. Okay, so he has all the talents now on Storm.
Artillery! Fire! They're very bored.
Really?
Also, can't the couriers go around the side and plant wards like behind them?
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I love how this is what the game has turned into.
Yep. Alright, we got an Abyssal coming out onto the Huskar, dragging him back in as well. He's losing his health very quickly here, but in comes the heals, but no, not enough. Toby brings him down.
He has no buyback.
He doesn't? Oh no, he
He's got no
doesn't.
gold.
He's 92 gold short. This could be really bad. Can they hold out? Can jumping in though. Look at the damage he is doing. Solari might not be able to escape, but just about gets out. Meanwhile, Toby goes for a fresher, goes for the stomp, lands the 3-man, and in comes the Vortex onto all 3. Stora trying to get himself away. Disruptor will actually be able to escape this one once they focus their fire onto Sailor, who does not have buyback. Disruptor does make it back to base. Khan in the middle of everyone, just trying to do something, trying to do anything to stop them just taking their base. They need a kill. They need anything, but they're not going to get that. They will lose Khan. He buys back into this one, but their base is falling to pieces. 60 minutes in, and it looks like this might be the end due to 100 gold short on the Huskar.
Oh, I can't believe the spectacle of a game's coming to an end.
I'm so disappointed as a Razor AFKs, waits for his demise. The sweet release of death has never felt better. As finally,
Do you know what?
Viking will finish
I
the
respect
game.
Xantic so much there. He's like, guys, this game's really boring. I'm not going to save for buyback.
Why bother at some stage? Why bother? Well, in the most boring
Jesus.
hour-long marathon of Dota I perhaps ever casted, but entertaining nonetheless, Viking do take the victory.
To Mr. Yoda, Master Yoda in chat, he says, get Rapier on Tynan, Deso on Ion, go rat. I don't think you understand, you can't rat if they're all just sat in their base game.
There's no ratting to be done. No rats allowed.
Yeah. That was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, well, there we go. It did come to an end. Some interesting things in that game, and yeah, 22-15 was the ending scoreline there, with Abyssal's really being the story of the game as well. I mean, that was so key, and yeah, Xantic outside of the base without buyback there, just trying. I mean, you know what he was doing there, right? He was like, I just need 2 creeps for my buyback. I'm just gonna farm this wave real quick, and then he dies.
I'm gonna message Xantic and ask, is there a chance you can make the next one exciting?
Yeah, that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout.
We'll see.
But I mean, I feel like Viking could have just. They were in a really dominant position all game. It was just hard for them to find the handles to finish it all off. Storm Spirit though just really didn't sweat that game at all. He just swooped through it. That laning phase was so good for him. I don't know how he came out so strong, but yeah, that was really impressive.
It was really difficult for Moriarty. They want to just group up and have this like big 5-on-5 fight, right? But it never